Okay, so I'm back live again. Welcome back, guys. Today I have a lot of things to do because we just had the weekly reset and I can just push a bit further the Beyond the Wall expeditions. I have a lot of things to farm on my character and we have an event at the moment running. I need to craft a lot of jewelries and I'm gonna see if I have some luck in here. That would be great. I'm farming that at the moment to try to have more upgrade my character's efficiency, so I will see that. By the way, we have a new event starting today. Apparently, we can purchase some Beyond the World expeditions and more attempts for the world boss and the Altar of Memories. Nothing for the Kraken here. Talking about the Kraken, I want to redo some runs as well to try to craft my legendary jewelry amulet. First time we have an event giving some hardness, so this is very nice. Let me check the rewards. You get some copper, defeat some elite enemies, complete artifact expeditions, 10 season field monsters. Suppose that these are the Ironborn guys, and spend some RP. So we get a lot of points already here. 500 per day. So need to save that. I'm gonna buy the hardness first, my opinion. 1,700. It lasts like 13 days. Oh, wait, these are the points I have. Already 1,700. But I got only 300 today, so I think that I have the remaining medals from the previous event we had. Otherwise, I don't understand. Okay, right before getting into it, good morning, by the way, Bill Albafa. What's up, bro? Right before getting into the content, I have something to show you guys. Because we just had an update this morning and bringing a few things to the game, so let's just discuss that. So this is the update here. I'm just gonna zoom in just a bit, so let me wait a second. Alright, so a few things here. First of all, general... I don't know what it is here. Items can now be purchased in the shop for a maximum 200 per purchase instead of 30 before. But I don't know what shop they are talking about here. Maybe for purchasing jewels or something like that. I'm not sure. I checked the in-game shop and apparently we have nothing more inside. So I think that this is something for the jewelries or maybe the crafting materials for the forge. The Kraken amulet designs can now be used in bulk. Alright, but you need the materials, of course. You need a lot of things to craft them, so I don't really care about that. You can now craft directly equipment using the Shadowcat leather instead of the boar leather in the Crow's Next blacksmith. Personally, I'm using the feature we have through the Raven. You can access that directly through your inventory, through the menu if you purchased it. The cost to reset the season trait tree has been reduced from 1,000 copper to 100. They should remove that. I don't know what you think about it, but this is super bad. A very bad design. And same for the normal trait tree on all characters. We are always changing things to try new things, etc. This costs a lot of copper. They should remove that cost. This is absurd. I find it absurd in all games. Like, we had the same in Path of Exile 2, and they decided to remove the cost, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I hate that. The rankings for the previous Beyond the Wall expeditions, which were marked as ending soon, have been now removed, alright? They increased the rewards given by Drogon. And talking about Drogon, guys, I need to do Drogon, because he's coming in 1 minute, and I am late. Okay, Drogon is here. Let's do that, and let's see if I have some luck. They said absolutely nothing about the drop chance for the jewelries on Drogon, so I'm not sure about it. I want to try that to see if I have better luck. But we have more crafting materials on Drogon now, no. So normally it should be better than before. Let's check that. I'm coming, Drogon. By the way, let me open the chat again, so I can see if you're talking to me. Alright, it's gonna be better. Let's see who is here, to see if I have a chance to get in the top. Okay, should be alright, I guess. Alright, I need to heal. 2 million damage, very nice. I'm still working on my assassin to try to increase my damage, by the way. I think that for Drogon it could be interesting to go here with a team. Like if you have a Selson in the team plus a knight, decreasing the boss defense is very interesting to deal very high damage. And I just fucked up my crit here on my mutilation, which is very nice. Need to refill my projectiles, by the way. Seems like he's already targeting me, or... What happened? Okay, I had some lag, so I don't know how much damage I dealt with my mutilation. Some people here are hitting like trucks. This is insane. I don't think I will have the top one here for once. Or let's use that potion here, big potion. Do I have time for that plus one arrow mutilation? Alright, I had time, but I didn't crit one more time. I'm failing all my cutting mutilation. This is so bad. Okay, he's enraged. Can we daze him? Nice. Alright, projectiles to increase my damage. Will I have time for another mutilation before the end? I need to wait for the ambush. Don't have enough rage. Fuck. Should have used the mutilation instead of the ambush. Okay, he's dead. So we are getting more copper. More jewelry polish. I don't have the top one, otherwise I would have had like a 12. Oh, I have the top one? Okay, my bad. It was written multiple times here, so we are getting more rewards, but still the same drop rates on the jewelries, seems like. We are getting only blue. But we can craft more things with that, so this is pretty cool, alright? Okay, so let's go back on the patch note. Just need to change the screen here. Alright, there we go. So this is what they increased. For the top one, you get 12 jewelry polish instead of 9 before, 20 gemstones instead of 15 before, and a bit more copper. Same comment about the top 2, 3rd, and the others. They changed something at the Mesta. Now we can purchase twice the legendary equipment selection box with the legendary item that drops with all characters on the Ferocious Beast. They increased the pouches of copper we can purchase. Before we could purchase only 5, now 15. And the equipment hardeners, we can purchase some more. And you can't discard anymore the items acquired from the Ferocious Beast. Then they balanced a few things. The Dragon Hunter. This is the boss we have in the Stormlands. Let me open the map so I can show that to you. The boss that was here apparently has been nerfed. Before it was a boss and now it's just an elite soldier with less HP than before, so we should kill him faster. Yeah, he is way... he was way bigger before. Okay, and one more time I missed my crit. I don't know what is happening with my character. But whatever. Alright. So, of course, he's way faster to kill than before. I'm trying to level up my set research, and so I'm spending my RP on the bandit camps. So let's do that. You are getting a lot of gear to use in the set research, and a lot of materials and copper, and the best way to acquire some experience in game at the moment. So this is very interesting if your goal is to farm that. Let me reopen that. The number of enemies that appear in the Crow's Nest enemy hideout Raven's Rock Fortress has been reduced. This is something that I want to try, because I'm afraid that they also reduced the amount of experience we are getting through that hideout here. And this is great because before I have a map, And I know exactly how much we were earning through that content, alright? So let's just open that and let's check the difference. Let me just open that. Alright, so this is the map. You can see this is the amount of experience we were getting before. So let's do that quick before going in the Beyond the Wall expeditions. So we know exactly if they nerfed the experience gained here, alright? So let's get back in game. Close that. Just gonna kill the few enemies before the hideouts, and then I'm gonna kill the enemies inside. By the way, I need to purchase the Alliance missions and donate before doing that, so everybody can take advantage of that. Alliance mission purchased. Purchasing that for the Alliance buff as well. Missions, combat activity. I'm always taking the combat activity 1 and 2. These are my favorite ones now. And the collection 1 and collection 2 as well. You can clear these very fast. Collection 2 here. Alright. Just by going on the bandit camps and farming the map, you have a lot of gathering materials everywhere, so if you are doing that quest, it can go very fast. So I'm just gathering everything here, and then I'm going in the hideout. I'm gonna write down the experience I currently have on my assassin, and we are gonna check if they nerf the experience gain in that content. They say that they lowered the amount of enemies in the hideout, but they increased the experience they were giving, so we will check that. Apparently it was very hard for some people to kill the group of enemies, because in some rooms we had a ton of enemies to kill at once. And they wanted to decrease the difficulty. Generally in video games I hate that when people are nerfing the difficulty, so more people can overcome the challenges with less power. I hate that. It's great in video games when you have some difficulty somewhere, so you have more challenges. Okay. 1106 per enemy, and I forgot to write down my experience, so I'm just gonna do that. Open a block note, a notepad. Let me just write that. So 334571. This is the experience I currently have, minus 1106. 333465. All right. So let's see if they changed anything here. Can you show your characteristic tree? You want to see my trait tree, bro? This is what I have. Everything into offense. Attack power and crit rate first. And crit damage first, sorry. Then crit rate and... when I want to do some bosses for the Altar of Memories, for example, I'm lowering my crit rate and I'm putting some more points into the boss damage. So if I crit, I have better damage. That's better for the rankings. Decided to go for this one that time, so I can increase my skill damage. And I have this one, so I can refill my rage when using my ranged attacks. The description is wrong here. Always repeating that. It's giving to you 25% rage instead of increasing your ranged attack damage by 25%. So this is basically what I'm using. Alright, so let's do that quick. Oh yeah, we have way less enemies than before here. So I suppose that the completion time will be faster. And if we get the same amount of experience, so this is better, I guess, for the time it takes. Let's see that. I was trying to do that every day with my 3 characters. It was taking a lot of time daily. Because I was also farming the map and the enemies on the map to get the experience. Okay. Now we have 2 enemies here instead of 3 before. Alright, well, less enemies, but for now they are giving way more experience each, so it should be almost equivalent at the end. Or if it is better, this is great, but I don't think they will increase the experience we are gaining. They want us to farm as crazy. This is something that I hate in video games, when you need to spend hours and hours farming some content just to get some more experience. Like, give us some more experience so we are getting max level. I don't understand why they fear people to reach the max level. We have like 3 characters to play, so we always have things to do. And we have the rankings to push and stuff like that, so let people focus on the rankings instead of gaining experience all the time and stuff like that. This is something that I hate. Okay, so we still have 3 enemies here. We had the same before. 3 enemies in the next room as well. Oh, they removed the guy that was standing just here next to the chest, by the way. Okay, let's pick up the chest. And normally right above here, we had a very large group of enemies, like we have maybe 10. Plus an elite soldier. Let's see what we have now. Okay, 4 enemies only. So yeah, way less enemies in that room here. This is something that I was enjoying a lot, because I was coming here with my other characters and I had a lot of AoE attacks. I was just destroying the entire room with a few attacks and that was satisfying, but they removed all the entire group, so... Of course it goes faster now, but the feeling is not the same. You use this trait for the worm walks. I'm at 140k momentum at the moment, but I'm stuck at level 14 because of the slower combos. I'm using the trait you showed a couple months ago. Yes, I'm using that in the wormwalks. But in the wormwalks, the thing is that I'm using the broken sword artifact, so with that I can reduce the cooldown on my skills and cleanse my debuffs when I'm using a skill, so it helps a lot. Almost maxed out, by the way. Okay, we still have the same number of enemies here, apparently. $2,000 XP with an elite soldier. This is what we were gaining before. Okay, you know what? Let's just refill the rage. Twice mutilation. Okay, same amount of enemies here. There is another room very soon, in which we had a lot of enemies right here. Yeah, one more time we have way less enemies. I remember we had like 6 enemies maybe at once here. Or they just moved them, because they were all coming to you when entering the room, but now you have one here that is not aggroing you, and you have this one here next to the chest. When I was jumping here, normally there were 3 enemies at the bottom here. They removed the 3 enemies that were here. Here there was an elite soldier and 2 enemies on the 2 sides of the wall. Let's see what we have now. Only 1 guy on each side. So they removed the 2 enemies here in that room. Okay, let's continue. By the way, how is the game sound? Do you want me to increase the sound of the game, or... I feel like it's gonna be super low, right? So here it should be better than before, right? Let me know if it is too high or if you can hear me correctly. Let me check that room. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. I think we had 6 guys here before. And what the fuck are they doing? Like, they are staring at the wall here in the corner. This is stupid, guys. The sound is good now? Alright, thank you. I'm pretty unlucky with the artifacts. I can't find anything, by the way. Unisex, that trait tree. Also with wire and cell sword. I'm using exactly the same trait tree with all characters, yes. As I always said, my goal is to try to increase my damage first, because the more the damage you have, the faster you clear all content in game. But it can have some bad things, you know? I want to show you something. Yesterday, I purged the wormwalks with my stealth sword again. I was trying to get the pelt, the legendary pelt, because I'm trying to change the gear I have on my main character. Want to show you I recorded the run. Let me just open that. Game of Thrones with the stealth sword. No, that wasn't that run. OBS. Yeah, I have the run here. 28 minutes. 28 minutes to die at the end. Look at that. Just gonna accelerate a bit. You can see my points right next to my face, right? So I was close. I needed 1,700 points to get the legendary pelt. And I was like super confident. I was killing enemies over time. I still had like, okay, I'm hiding that. Look at that. I still had 5 minutes, 1,500 points, and I still had 5 entire minutes. Here, 1,600. And if I accelerate a bit, like right here, you see you have a lot of enemies, right? So for now I'm safe. And all of a sudden, like I had no debuff on my character. I wanted to kill the archers because otherwise they would have killed me. So I decided to run on the archer on the right. And I died instantly. Right before the 1,700 points. Just because I didn't pay attention, I had the debuff here. And so I took increased damage. Like one hit, 5,600, half my HP. So I took just another hit from the behind and I died like a shit. Right before the 1,700. And I still had like a 4 minutes 30 seconds, so I could have reached the 2,000 easy. So how to say that I was mad after that? So maybe increasing a bit more the damage, resistance and stuff like that could be a good idea on the defense tree. Alright, only 3 enemies in that room. Normally before we had 5. So yeah, maybe in the future, when I will be done with the crit rate here and the boss damage, like I need 4 points here, plus 10 here, so when I'll have 14 more points, I will consider putting some points into the defense tree here, maybe to decrease the damage taken here. Better than the defense, in my opinion, because with the debuffs you have in the Wormworks, you have some defense decreased and stuff like that, so I suppose that going for some more damage decrease is better than the rest. But after dying yesterday, I was feeling mad. 30 minutes for nothing, basically. Okay, so only the boss remaining, and after that I can check. Oh, they removed the guy that was standing here. Alright. So I kill the boss and then I check the experience I'm getting. Oh, they added 2 enemies with the boss here. Normally the boss was alone. Okay. So he gave to me 4,000 experience instead of 2,000. Just gonna claim the chest. Let's see if I have some luck today. The other day, I was able to get a legendary ring in here. And no, I got some loot only. Okay, so let's discard the reward here. And let me check the experience I have now. Okay. They nerfed it. They nerfed the experience. Just gonna open the calculator. Okay. Wanna see the difference? So this is the experience I had before, alright? Before starting. So if I retrieve that to the experience I have now, 66,000 instead of 90,000. Assholes. This is... I hate that. They are nerfing the experience we are getting. Like, this is what we were getting before. This is what we are getting now. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. They need to change that again. It's already taking a fucking amount of time to get some experience in the game, and they are doing that. Seriously? This is absolutely ridiculous. And let me check what they are saying here. This adjustment was made to reduce the combat difficulty due to high enemy density. While the total number of enemies has been decreased, the experience and copper rewards from the remaining enemies have been increased to ensure that total gains are not negatively impacted. Are you sure, guys, that you are doing the math? That you are calculating things correctly? Because, like, dropping from 94,000 to 66,000, this is a huge nerf. 1/3 of the experience removed. This is ridiculous. So let's check the rest. The boss grade enemy appearing in Raven's Rock Fortress now grants increased XP and copper upon defeat. They are always doing that, in fact. They are changing things, and they are trying to tell you that, in fact, it is not impacting the game negatively, but it is wrong. It is wrong. And then you have a lot of bug fixes for the combat and gameplay. On the historic sites, fixed an issue where the historic side, which of the fortress could not be completed as intended. They probably added something to jump on the wall, I guess, because it was very hard for many players before. Fixed an issue where players could die under certain condition in the historic side, the same one. Fixed an issue where falling into the water during the historic side, still the same one, would not result in character death. I didn't know about that. A few things about the occupied side, the Griffin's Cove. Enemy hideouts. There is something about the Kraken raid. People were abusing something before. You know, when you were killing the boss, you needed to shoot at the barrel, right? To end the fight. And during that period, you could still hit the tentacles to deal more damage and have a better score at the end for the ranking. People were doing that. And same comment here. When you were killing the boss one time, people were dying intentionally so they could reset the boss HP and increase their final score, their final damage at the end for the ranking. So they were dying again and again until they had a great score for the final ranking, and they just fixed that today. So now we can't do that anymore. And fixed an issue where the post-defeated cutscene for the Kraken raid would cause the raid to fail. Okay. And then other few things here about the quest and NPCs and others, alright? So this is the patch note. Hey, what's up, Surreal? So that 93k was only by killing enemies without claiming the rewards. Yes, we were getting 93k in the hideouts without claiming the reward at the end. You hope it's a bug? You mean about the experience gained? I'm fine in you, bro. I'm fine. I forgot to show you some screenshots from this morning, guys. Because we had the reset. So I might want to show you a few things. Okay, let's open that in full. I didn't even remember that we had some... I didn't pay attention that we had some weekly rankings for the Wormwalks and the Beyond the Wall expeditions. So, and it's giving a lot of rewards here, like Golden Dragon, Copper, and some Hardeners. So this is very nice. Like, I was top 6 and I was able to get 10, which is insane. So this is a good thing. Sometimes they are not only doing bad things, they are also doing some good things. So this is something great. Then on the final damage on the Kraken, I was top 4, so I was able to get 1 tentacle. And here, Beyond the Wall expeditions, I was top 5, so I could get a lot more Golden Dragon and Copper. This is very nice too. And these are the rewards I got from other weekly rewards. So I got a lot of Copper, Golden Dragon. Weekly, they increase the amount we can get weekly based on our rankings, and this is something great. I was able to get 18 Hardeners, 8 from the normal Altar of Memories, and 10 from the Wormwalks. So this is very interesting. And in these 2 chests, as always, I got only blue inside. And on my tentacles, I got not a single legendary, so I'm fucked up with that. But hey, this is the game, alright? I've never been lucky on that. Chest opening is not my thing. Okay, so let me open the chat again. You want to see my amulet? It is not perfect for now. I'm gonna show that to you. Wait, this is a purple amulet for now. Active skill damage. This is the best I recommend to take personally. But I have a very bad roll here. Max rage increased by 18. I don't care at all about that. I'm trying to forge the legendary version of it, but I'm missing the tentacles. Like, I need 3 legendary tentacles if I want to craft that. Unfortunately, I don't have them. But I have the design. So I just need to farm the Kraken and hope, pray to be lucky to claim these at the end. We have the peddler here. I'm just gonna do that real quick. I want to do the things that we have on the map, like Echoes of the Past and Bandit Camps, and then I'm going in the Wormwalks, the Beyond the Wall expeditions. Let me check. Nothing interesting. I'm taking the gold ore here. It is a bit cheaper than buying that in the shop. Messenger Raven. If I go to purchase materials here, I'm always purchasing these. Oh, okay, so this is what they increased in the patch, in fact. Now, before we were stuck at 30 purchase maximum, and they increased that to 100. So, do I have enough materials to craft everything I want here? Can craft a 25. Stuck because of the silver ore, so I need to purchase a bit more. So I'm farming the bandit camps, and thanks to all the copper I'm having, I can craft a lot more jewelries. I'm focusing on that at the moment. That plus the set research. But as you can see, it requires a ton of copper. Let's see if I have some luck. I will hit a guarantee, so I'm guaranteed to obtain at least one jewelry. Let's see. And I need 2 copies of each if I want to recast them, so let's see if I have some luck. You know if it is worth being at first in the Alliance ranking? No, it doesn't matter at all. You don't care about that. Okay, so nothing on the first page. Nothing here, so I didn't cut. I got only 1 purple for now. This is not the one I need. Strike combo damage, fuck it, bro. Oh, but look at that, this is great. Damage increase, attack power increase, active skill casting speed. This one is pretty nice for the subs. But unfortunately, this is not what I need. Can craft 4 more. And I got nothing more. Let me use a few golden dragon. Nothing more. Alright. So generally after crafting, I'm coming back here in the equipment and I am selling all the goods for first, and then all the green and the purples I have. But you need to be careful because it's selecting also the gear. And the amulets, by the way. Okay, it seems like the priority is on the amulet, so I need to select everything manually. Doesn't work well. So I'm selling all the blues and the green I have. So I'm getting back my copper. And I'm keeping the purple ones to get experience on my jewels. So this is what I have so far. But I'm not using these, so I'm always getting the things that I don't need on my character. This is a pain. Alright, so let's do that quick, and then let's go to the Beyond the Wall expeditions. So I'm completing just the bandit camps and the Echoes of the Past here. It should go very fast. Okay, let's just refill my rage for the next bandit camps. Alright, luck on the chest. Nothing purple here. Oh, let's do these two now. Okay, let's open the chest. I got a green, very bad. Another green. 2 greens in a row. This is bad. And I need to check the map, by the way. Try to see if they removed the NPCs we had to get some experience, or check if they still give the same amount of XP. Alright, missed the crits. Two blues. A lot of copper, by the way. So you have 2 enemies here on the other side of the cliff. No, they are giving the same amount of XP as before, so they just nerfed the hideout. Check DM when you have time on Discord. Oh, you lucky, bro. Look at that, guys. He got a legendary pale this morning and he just crafted that weapon. Perfect daggers. That's very lucky, bro. GG, dude. I wish I had the same luck, but I'm trying to change the gear I have on my character because I feel like the brute set will be a bit better to increase the damage. I crafted 3. Okay? Wanna see what I had? 320. 360. And 360 again. And by the way, I forgot to put my camera again. Only bad rolls here. That sucks so much. Very nice luck, bro. Hideout shouldn't be nerfed, it said. Just reduced enemies, but more XP per enemy. Yes. This is what they said. But let me show you. Let me show you again. This is what we were gaining before. This is what we are gaining now. You see the difference? 27,000 XP. So they say that they didn't nerf it, but in fact they nerfed it. Alright? That's 1/3 less experience. Almost. So let's go on Discord and complain, guys. If you complain a lot, they will compensate the lack of experience. You are not lucky at that game, bro. Yeah, welcome to the club then. Yeah, I'm just killing the enemies on the map. To farm the XP before going in the Beyond the Wall expeditions.
You're not as quiet as you think, friend.
Gathering a lot, by the way. You have a lot of materials here in the Stormlands. This is insane. For the Alliance Guild. For the Alliance Guild missions. Alright, 2 more guys here. Then I'm going to the Echoes of the Past. Right here, so I can just hold them out. Okay, let's kill that ass. What is the first and third skill I have? This is the ambush. The first skill is the ambush. The second one, the mutilation. The third one is the ignite. Grey items always come. The game is very stingy against me and bad lucky, bro. Yeah, the same here, bro. And this is something that I hate. If you want to make the game based around some luck, increase the rates. Because maybe some players will be very lucky and others will be very unlucky. So it is not balanced for me and it is frustrating as hell. Alright, nothing great here. I claimed all the stuff I could here. I just need to do the ferocious beast as well. Alright, turn back with the mount. $223 experience. This is not a lot, but they are also dropping some meat and animal oil sometimes. I just forgot to take them. Yeah, just raw meat. That was terrible. Let's get here. You have a lot more enemies to kill. Do you have anything for the endgame luck? I apologize for that, but I can't give you any tips for that. Like, this is just pure luck. You have nothing to say, nothing to do instead of praying for having some luck when you are opening chests and stuff like that, so I don't have any tips for you guys. Alright, you have some more enemies right here. I should do the side quest. I have been lazy on that. I have so many things to farm in the game. Why do you want me to do the side quest, by the way? It's just giving some extra XP and one purple piece of gear. Alright, Dawn. Two more enemies here on the left. So I'm gathering for the Alliance mission. As I said, you have things everywhere here together. Very nice for the Alliance. Alright, I'm just gonna kill the enemies here so I can take the buff for the Beyond the Wall expeditions. It's starting to get a bit hard, so if I can have the God's Haven buff, it will help. Alright, just move so I can't hit you. Okay, this is over. So I'm not gonna continue that. I'm gonna take the buff right after. Your chances are not much, 20%. No, it's not higher than that. I don't know the rates on many things in the game. Maybe if I can have some cards, I can try my luck on the expeditions. I'm always hitting the guarantee now. I don't know if it is the same happening to you guys, but on the Artifact expeditions, I remember that in the past I was cutting, and now I am not. I'm not cutting anymore, and so I need to go to the guarantee all the time, everywhere. As you can see here, I'm very close everywhere. I just don't know what is happening. No luck here. Absolutely nothing. Let me check the experience I have now. Okay, it's pretty nice. When you are focusing on one character only, you can level up pretty quick. There is one last thing to do Right before going to the wormwalks with that character, I need to farm the iron bones. Wow, already 50 minutes and I'm still not farming the Beyond the Wall expeditions. But the title of the video was to farm the Beyond the Wall expeditions. Farming in the game is taking a crazy amount of time. Like 50 minutes to do the Stormlands, the last region with only one character, and I need to do that with my 3 characters if I want to progress with the 3 classes. So almost 3 hours spent on that daily. This is absurd. This is taking too much time. In my opinion, this is a bad game design. First of all, something that I hate. Like you are in Game of Thrones and you have some classes of characters. I would have preferred having only one character. You select the shape you want if you want to be a kind of a big guy or a kid like that. Then you select the character you want to play. And during the adventure you can switch your weapon. That would have been better, in my opinion. But no, here you have 3 classes and you are forced to play the 3 classes if you want to have more rewards. And so in Hideout it's taking just a crazy amount of time to farm all the content. I have things to do. Thank you for everything, bro. You're welcome. Have a nice day, bro. Okay, time to go in the wormwalks, but right before I need to refill my projectiles. There is a chest over here, so let's just pick the chest and... More quests? No, absolutely nothing. Nothing new. They nerfed the experience we were getting. And that's all. Like, you can rewind the stream. I talked about the things they changed a bit earlier. Is it worth it to farm the hidden letters? Yes, it is, because when you go in the shop here, in the exchange, you can purchase a ton of things. And basically you can purchase everything. You have some hardeners, crafting materials, you have some wagons for the expeditions. You have a lot of things here, so yes, it is worth it. And the hardener is very, very good tier here. Okay, so I have my projectiles. Now it's time to take the God's Haven buff. Did you save any jewelry material for this event? Yes, just a few. Where is the event? By the way, I completed these 2. Hide complete. Let me check where I am. I forged. I crafted 42 for now. But I am working on that during the week, so I will have a bit more during the event, I guess. So I said I wanted to take the buff. Oh, by the way, I don't have any potion anymore, so I need to craft some concoctions. Messenger ravens. Make potions. Favorites? Okay, these are not in my favorites. I'm lacking blue ones and yellow ones. Just gotta craft the 2 blue and 2 yellows. I'm farming these with the production, by the way. These potions are very important. Oh wait, I'm forced to spend a few golden dragons if I want to have that in time. So I can craft one. 5 minutes, alright. Alright, I'm coming back in 1 minute, I'm taking the buff, and I'm starting the Beyond the Wall expedition. Just so you know about it, this is where I am at the moment. I purchased all the other entries we had, so I am on the level 13 at the moment. Normally we can purchase 2 per week for 450 golden dragon. So I can push this 1, 2, 3, I will get another one. 4, 5, 6 attempts. I will be on level 18 and you have 20 stages in total. So 2 more. But if I check the events, normally we can purchase some things in here. Beyond the Wall expeditions, you can purchase 2 here. So normally I should be able to reach the max stage and check the difficulty. Normally it should be very, very interesting. So I'm coming back in 1 minute, guys. Alright, I am back. Do you have any idea when will be the trading and production guide ready? It's almost ready. Think I will work on it tomorrow, record the video, I mean. It's almost ready. Don't worry, bro. So I said I take the buff. Let's go. I drink my potion that I just crafted. Potion workshop. Make potions. 1 minute 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't care. Potion. Alright, and I need to craft more of these as well. These helps a lot in the wormworks. And Beyond the Wall expeditions as well, because you have the same buffs inside. And right before getting into it, normally I can have maybe 1 more level here. Let me check. Yeah, that's it. 1 more points to allocate. We have that 300 Beyond the Wall expedition tokens, clear enemy hideouts 3 times. I can have 100 more points. Beyond the Wall. Okay, or mostly Beyond the Wall expeditions things to do here. So I have 2 more points. 2 more points. I'm using the fire, the ignite. I have ignite plus, so I don't care about that. Increases resistance gauge damage by 40%. Did they change that or... Wait. Oh no, it's just different. Resistance gauge damaged by 40% for 20 seconds. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take... I need 3 points to get this one. Crit rate and crit damage for 15 seconds. It can be interesting. Attack speed, or... I'm gonna take that. And here... decrease the damage taken. For the wormwalks, for now. Alright, so let's get into it. Oh, one more buff that I can purchase for the Alliance for 24 hours. Let's take that, guys. Beyond the Wall expeditions. Let's go. Yeah, the hideout is heavily nerfed. I forgot to equip the Broken Sword artifact, by the way. It should be more interesting, I guess.
My lord has no men.
La 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 la. I'm not sure if I need the Broken Sword equipped. Let me check. Increase my crit damage. Attack power first. Always the best option. The attack power increases more your damage than the other parameters in game. Which is weird because generally in all video games I tried, increasing your crit damage was always the solution, but here in that game it seems like the attack power is scaling so much that it's better than with the other things, in fact. Alright, before continuing, let me just check the artifact I have on my character. I'm using the Rhaegar's Ruby. I think I will use that. I will lose a bit of damage, but it might be interesting for the skill cooldowns. Alright, I had some lag. I don't know, I have the fire, why they didn't die? Alright, for now I don't care about the chrono, just on the last stage. And there is something that I don't like as well. In that content, the Beyond the Wall expeditions, you don't save your progression between your characters. But the rewards are not the same as in the Wormwalks, like, you need to spend one ticket, one attempt, and so it's always better to farm with only one character and farm the higher stage because you get more rewards at the end. And this is ridiculous in my opinion. Just wait a second, I'm reading a message from my girlfriend. See if it is important. Alright, let's keep going.
brave little prick to flash a sword at us.
Do I have time? No, the archer is gonna hit me. Alright. Just die. Alright, so as I said, I just can take my time for now. I don't have any rush for these stages, only on the last one for the weekly rewards. Or maybe doing the content with all 3 characters will have an importance in the ranking. I'm not even sure if we can be in the ranking with the 3 characters for the Beyond the Wall expeditions now. Alright, I got only 1 on 4, on 3. This is unfortunate. Nice. It's a bit harder with the assassin. I don't know what you think, but when you have a lot of enemies, you don't have many AoE attacks, and with the assassin, I feel like it's a bit harder to play in this kind of content. Recovers 5 HP. Yeah, you know what, just in case I'm getting that. So I will have more attack power when my HP is above 80%. Will kill them faster, and I will recover my HP as well, so it helps a lot. Okay, let's try not to aggro them. Generally, you need to run in the middle if you want to avoid them. I think I took the aggro of one of them. Should be alright. Let's get on the right. Then let's get in the middle. That way, I guess. Alright, I'm right in the middle, so I'm gonna aggro everyone. Oh wait, no, I was lucky. I got only 1 guy on me. Seriously? No, I got another one right behind. So that was fast. When this future story will come, I have no idea. It has been 2 weeks since the last update, so maybe in 2 more weeks. Like for now, since the global launch, they released 1 new content every month, so maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, not more than that, I guess. Yay! Need to cut the tree. I think that here, I just don't care about using the axe. Yeah, it's faster to use a combo. Thank you, friend. Yeah, probably at the end of the season 1. You're probably right. Crit chance. Or damage on whites, crit chance, damage on whites, crit chance, and crit damage at the end. Better. I want to skip as many fights as I can, so let's go here. Dragon Glass and recovers HP. Very nice. Wildlings. Just wait 1 second, mutilation again. Okay, I got the 2 of them. He stayed behind. Oh bro, okay, I got it again. Yeah, the broken sword is so great for that content. Like when you are pairing that with the 7 set, when you kill enemies, you can refill your cooldown so fast. Look at that. I have my rage full and I already have all my skills again. Dead. Oh, missed my crit. Seriously. I missed my crit another time. That is annoying. Alright, crit, 3 million damage. Way better. Increases defense. Or the HP. I'm taking that just in case I die. The spider at the end. Alright, so let's get the silver ore. I'm always doing that. I'm purchasing that potion to increase my damage, and then I'm upgrading all the skills I have. The offensive one first, the attack power first, then the skill damage, and after that, the crit rate and crit damage. Ranged attack damage, HP. Let's get into it. Should be fast, I guess. Two mutilations, very nice. 4 million damage on the second one. Yeah, the broken sword is broken. Nice, more requisition token, more sigil boxes, more copper. Next stage, stage 14. It's just taking a lot of time, but it's doable. You want to know the level of my skills? Cutting mutilation plus level 41. Ambush level 3. And basic skills I have level 47 on the strike combo 1. With these on the right. By the way, do you see the potion I used? The one that has 4 minutes of cooldown. You have a bug and you can abuse it. Basically, it's not consuming your potion when you are using it. And it's increasing by a lot your attack power and your attack speed. Alright, they are too far away. I can't hit them. Okay, that was the last one. Damage on whites? Yeah, let's start with that. You're welcome, bro. And I got some whites. The fog. Alright, as before, let's try to remain in the middle. Okay, I took the aggro of one guy. It's alright. Let's stay in the middle. I think only 2 guys are following me. Only 1? Perfect. Saving a lot of time. Reallocate. I don't care about these. Crit damage. Wildlings. Nice, this one is gonna go fast. If I can crit. Right, a lot of crits, that's perfect. Need to refill my projectiles before killing the boss. Alright, I'm just refilling my projectiles before switching the phase. Can have 13 daggers. One more pack, come on. Alright, time to go. Damage on wildlings. Let's go. Another white encounter. Oh, waves of enemies, okay. So I just need to wait in the middle and they all gonna come to me. Okay, next. Faster, guys. I have pretty good damage, like I can kill them with my basic attack only. Okay, I can use my combos now. That was fast. It's gonna take for a while, like I still have 7 stages in total to complete. You know maybe what happened with my HP bar from yesterday? It's like 4k only from 15k and it's like a half red and a half white always. It means that you are using the brute state, bro. The brute state is limiting your HP at 35%. So if you have a gray bar on your HP bar and less HP in total, then you are using the brute set as main or maybe as second set. So I said attack first and crit damage. Have an encounter here. Dragon glass obtained. Let's go. Wildlings. You're welcome. Nice, only the big guy. Dead. Crit rate. The bus is a beast, alright. Oh, I just have one more stage to complete before being on the bus. This is very nice. Oh, and this one is fast, so this is cool. I can cut the tree and then it's gonna be over. Damage with ranged attacks. Get in the tree. As always, I'm taking the silver ore, the potion to increase the attack. Then I go back, and here I'm increasing first my damage. Okay, crit damage first. And that. Okay, one more. That was the stage 14. I still have 6 more to complete. Lot more rewards. Alright, next stage. I don't know how much time it's taking for one stage only, but I need to hurry because soon... Yeah, let me check. Yeah, 7 minutes left on my buffs. Damage on whites. Another white encounter. The fog. Different than the previous one I had. But as always, just need to stay in the middle. No, you have the cliff here. Alright, so I might have like 1 or 2 to kill only. Okay, that was the only one. Fine. Crit rate. White again. Right, next. I don't really like how they did the Beyond the Wall expeditions. Like, you have to do the content 20 times if you want to reach the max difficulty. This is not the issue. Like, during the 20 stages, you always have the same encounters again and again. So in fact, the only thing that is changing is the stats of the enemies, and they should have done something different, like have maybe 1 or 2 stages per... 1 or 2 encounters different per stages, and... So it could have been better in my opinion. Increase the difficulty, maybe we add some different enemies and stuff like that, but no. We need to repeat that 20 times. The art of reusing the things that are already developed. But it's boring for players. Like, for example, in the Wormwalks, this is a bit different. All the stages are a bit different. You have different quests and stuff like that, so at least it's a bit more entertaining than this content. But the issue with the Wormwalks is that the unlimited stage is taking forever. Like 30 minutes to get 1,500 points. Yeah, no thank you. They might have an issue with time in video games, like they think players have crazy amount of time to spend on games. I don't know. Alright, attack power first and then crit rate, crit damage. Encounter on the left. Some more dragon glass. Very nice aim, by the way. Alright, so this is the stage 15, and for now they are still super easy to kill. I wonder how hard is gonna be the stage 20, to be honest. Is it gonna be harder, the same difficulty as in the last stage of the Wormwalks? Rage gain. No. Increases defense. Max HP. White or white? Let's go with white. Hope that this is the tree to cut. Oh, this is the most boring stage ever. You need to wait for enemies to spawn. You have some in the middle, you have some on the cliff, and you have some on the left. But they take ages. It takes ages for them to reach you. And if you kill them too fast, you need to wait a lot before the other waves are spawning, and this is bad. The worst stage ever, in my opinion. How do I enter the dungeon if I don't know its secret? What do you mean by that? What dungeon are you talking about, bro? It seems like they fixed the delay between the waves, so it is faster. Have the shadow cut at the end, so let's take the potion in here to up my damage, increase my skill damage and my HP here. Alright, fire, let's use a few combos before. Just wanted to stack my... Wow, damage. Okay. Refilling my rage. Yeah, I don't have any projectiles left. Interesting, the boss is not taking any damage. I'm just gonna drink a potion. Ah, I missed him, seriously? Alright, let's reuse everything. Use the powder. No, he just have crazy defenses. Okay. Fortunately, I don't have any timer on that fight. Oh, and he hits like a truck. And I can't use my potion, so I need to be very careful about that. I have some life steal, so this is okay, I guess. Second time I break the Days Gauge. Mutilation again. Ambush. Fire. Mutilation again. Ambush. Fire. Ambush. Mutilation again. Fire. Twin axes. Ambush. This is insane how fast I'm getting my cooldowns back. Alright, ambush, fire, mutilation again, and repeat again the same. Ambush. Okay, I took the damage. Mutilation. Days Gauge broken. Ambush, mutilation, this is over. It was a long fight, so I need to be careful for the next fights. The bosses are very tanky. I hope that I will have the right bonuses to increase my damage on the boss on next run. Otherwise, it might take forever to kill them. Stage 16. Oh, and by the way, this is normal. I don't have the buffs anymore, so I need to get the buffs again, in fact. I can redo all the contents, by the way. I'm gonna do that later. Just want to complete the other God's Haven here. And that was only the stage 15 and I struggled to kill the boss. So how long it's gonna take on the other stages? And will the boss one-shot me? So maybe I should start taking some buffs, increasing my defenses. Okay. 3 more. Wait, we just had another announcement from Game of Thrones. Let me check. They are saying that they are releasing a patch today to address several issues identified in the game. Okay, so it seems like you have some bugs and they are just trying to fix them. Nothing big. They are not talking about the experience in the hideout. Alright, I got the buff again. Now I need to craft the potion again. Messenger Raven, workshop, make potions, claim everything. I need to craft some more of these, by the way. So let's craft this one. Complete now. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's just craft everything I can. Everything is full. Gonna open everything right after, okay? So let's use that so I have another attempt for the content, and let's use a potion so I have more stats. Time to continue. With the stage 16. Five stages to complete. White. The blizzard, alright. Should be fast. I know this one, need to stay on the right at the beginning and then go in the middle. Then here, go in the middle again. Right behind. Okay, I took the aggro. It's alright. I fucked up. It changed or what? I just did some bullshit. So let's use that so I refill my rage. Use the fire. Alright, it's over. The Blizzard is the fastest encounter we can have here after the tree that you need to cut to go on the other side of the cliff. Increases max HP using a skill, has some chance to recover some HP, that can be interesting. Decreases damage taken. I'm gonna start with that just in case. Okay, so just need to investigate the corpse, then kill the whites. Do I have time? I think yes. Nice. They're gonna stop following me, so I can investigate the thing here. And now I just need to kill some waves of whites. If only the enemies could give some experience when we kill them. This is the thing that I find the most absurd in that game. You kill enemies, but they are not giving anything to you, like... They just want to lock our progression, in fact, and this is something that I hate. Alright, done. Crit rate and crit damage. Let's try to cut here. Dragon glass. Another wide encounter. Which one? Alright, the dead bodies. I don't know how I did it, but one time I could investigate all the dead bodies without ever attacking the enemies. But generally here they come to me and I can't take the last body here without being attacked. Yeah, as I said, I don't have time here. Oh, come on. Alright. I almost had the time, but they came to me. And they attacked me, cancelled the animation. Max HP, using a skill, heal my guy. I'm gonna reallocate. I want to try to find a good bonus for my character. I'm gonna take the damage increase on whites. I haven't paid attention to the boss, in fact. I'm gonna take this one for now. Let me check. Oh, this is a beast. Right. It doesn't matter. Why my skills? I'm getting the cooldown very fast. It's because of the artifact I'm using. Just I'm entering the fight and I'm showing you, alright? The broken sword here. When you have the first refinement, additionally increases crit damage by 7.5%, blah blah blah. Using a skill has a 50% chance of removing all active debuffs. Oh no, wait. This is for the debuffs, the refinement. When you have that artifact, when you use a skill, you are getting a buff on your character, reducing by 8.9% the active skill cooldown. You can stack that 4 times. So basically every time I cast a skill, it's reducing the cooldowns on my other skills. And I'm also using the 7 set as set research. So every time I kill an enemy, I have 20% chance to gain some cooldowns on my skills. By the way, I think that they changed something. Like, it seems like I can't cleanse the debuffs I have on my character when I'm casting the skills now, since the update. Alright, just missed my cutting mutilation, that is very nice. 2 elites. Okay, I killed the 2 big guys. Next stage. Damage on beasts. So I'm more efficient on the boss. Taking that. The boss is the elk, by the way. I hate this one. He attacks very fast. And it can be dangerous. More damage. Stuck at a 60k momentum. How can I improve? Try to craft some better jewelries. To have some legendary ones, it can help a lot increasing your momentum. And try to have a legendary or purple gear. I had legendary amulet design, which is strike combo damage. Should I craft it or wait for the active skill damage one? I would recommend to wait until you have the other version, the skill damage one. No! He grabbed me! Release me, bro! Oh, son of a bitch! Seriously? Wait, can I retry or do I need... Okay, I had some debuffs. Okay, I can retry. I thought I had everything to do again. What if I use champion set as second set? It would be the same as main. It depends on what set you are equipping on main as main on your character. Personally, I think that today I prefer using the brute set as main and use the champion set as second set if I want to increase my crit rate, crit damage. Or then, depending on the content, you can use the 7 set as second or main, so you can really get your cooldowns faster and stuff like that. It can help. Alright, let's just take the time to kill the archers because they are very annoying in that content here. Okay, 2 more archers here. Nice. Stage 16 only, and they are starting to get a bit better than before already. Decrease the damage taken. Damage on beasts. Crit damage. I will upgrade this one on the tree. Alright, one more before the boss wave. Okay, I have enough rage for the boss fight here. Just need to avoid feeding my ghost to the max. Or maybe I should. Yeah, let's do that so I can... I won't have the buff anymore for the boss. I mean, this is what I wanted. Alright, you're dead. Increase attack power. Alright, so I'm on the tree. I can increase my attack. Take that. Increase the rage gain? I don't think I need that. I will need to heal, that's for sure. Damage on beast first. Then the attack power. And crit chance. Hey, I'm finding you, Sammy. Alright, very nice damage here. Ouch. I'm taking a lot of damage as well. Need to be careful though. Okay, I have time mutilation, he's dead. Stage 16 complete. And Beyond the Wall expedition. I need to hurry because I'm gonna like... my buffs are gonna expire very soon. So let me check. Messenger Raven. No, this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the season and complete these. A lot of points. Clear the stage at 20 to finish that. And clear 3 enemy hideouts. And these two I can achieve them very fast, I guess. So I got 3 more points to allocate. I know already what I'm gonna take. No, this is not here. Gonna take this one. Getting hit increases crit rate and crit damage. And I'm gonna take the same here. Ranged attack damage. Duration of perfect hit. Entering perfect hit ignites the weapon, making the attacks, dealing 150% damage per second to the enemy. Increases defense. Recovers max HP when defeating an enemy. Entering perfect hit grants a barrier. Daze damage, active skill damage. Increases damage. Restore HP, defeating an enemy, reduce erosion by 1 stack. This one is broken here. Do we have the same for the wormwalks? No, we don't have the same. That's unfortunate. Decreases damage taken, projectile recovery. Alright, I'm wasting some time here, so let's just get into the content. Beyond the Wall. Stage 17. Do you know who Virat Kohli is? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Bro, I want to see your Beyond the Wall build and wormwalk. I will take a screenshot. You mean the trait tree? I just showed it on the screen here a few seconds ago. Then if you want to know the rest, I'm using the everything into the attack here first. Then I have that equipped on the character. I'm using these skills. Strike combo 1 with this configuration on the right. The twin axes, the broken sword for the cooldown and the cleanse debuffs. And that's pretty all. And set research, I'm using the 7th. So I can get more rage and reduce the cooldown on my skills. You hate when they do that? When they are doing what? Wait a second, I have the boss directly on the first stage? Okay. But that's not bad because he's less tanky than on the other stages. I forgot to refill my projectiles, by the way. You kill the boss, you end the stage and you're still taking damage. This is something that I don't understand, and this is crazy. They need to fix that as well. Increases damage dealt to bosses by 20% and elite enemies by 30%, but decreases damage dealt to normal enemies by 30%. Yeah, I don't care about normal enemies. I will kill the bosses faster. Need to refill my projectiles before continuing. Generally for that I'm going to High Garden here. This is the fastest way to obtain some. Thanks bro, I was using the 7 now. I have to change my main set. You can stick with the 7 set as main, bro. It is efficient. For most of the endgame content, it is great to have the 7 set as main. In fact, I'm considering changing my champion set to brute set as main and use the 7th as second or champion as second. But the 7 set as main is not a bad idea. Alright, I need to hurry on this one. Drogon is coming soon. 10 minutes. Suppose that I have time to clear the stage here. Within 10 minutes, I guess. Always stay in the middle. Table here. Okay, I took the aggro of one of them. It's fine. Over. Just crafted my 3rd legendary gear for my main. That's great. Unfortunately, this is something that I'm not doing. I have only 2 legendary weapons on all characters and that's all. I'm not pushing the rest because I try to balance the efficiency between my 3 characters. And if I want to do that, it is a bad idea for me to craft the gear, the rest of the gear. Like the chest, the boots, and stuff like that, you know? Still have pretty good damage on normal enemies. Even though my damage is nerfed by 30%, it works well. Okay, next. Attack power. 8 minutes before Drogon. I just got 2,500 gold coins and 600k copper from the weekly rankings. That is insane, bro. Good job. Good job. I got like 750 gold dragons, but I have a crazy ladder on my server. And unfortunately, there are 4 people that are above me and they are doing the rankings. all together, so they all keep getting all the top one, and at the moment I have all the top 5. Yeah, the top 5. Alright, if only they could come faster here to the middle, that would help a lot. Attack power again? You ought to try it harder on your server. I know a few guys like that. I was doing that before as well, but I burned out. Like, it was taking way too much time and that wasn't fun at all. Lose some dragon glass, lose some HP, get some dragon glass. Wildlings encounter. Okay, the camp. Yeah, I'm planning to take the brute set as main. Wait. I hate the lock system in that game. Like, I would love if my character would attack in the direction I'm looking at. Sometimes it's because of that, it's attacking absolutely nothing. And this is very, very annoying. Alright, projectile, so I increase my damage a bit before attacking. Very nice. Ambush again, mutilation again, and it's over. Wait, I missed my crit. Of course. Season treachery, bro. Don't forget to open the Alliance missions for me later to complete. I already opened them. Should I take... active skills deal 35% more damage, or... No, I'm gonna heal. More HP and I can start to heal. Just in case I need that. 2 more stages. I have 4 minutes before Drogon. I think I have time to complete this one. This is the annoying one, the one that takes a lot of time. So I will have to wait here. I think I don't have time to complete everything before Drogon. And if I do Drogon, I will lose my buffs. I will lose my buffs, I guess. Okay, so these are the last ones. 3 minutes before Drogon. I think I have time to kill the boss here. I will try. If I'm late on Drogon, this is alright. So this is a beast. So let's increase my damage on beasts. I think it is a beast. Yeah, that's the spider. Alright, so real quick, I'm taking that. I'm taking the potion here. Then close that. I increase my damage on beasts first. Then the attack power. And my skill damage. Alright. Let's do that quick. I have 2 minutes before Drogon, a bit less than that. 1 minute 30 seconds. I can't kill the eggs. What the hell? No, I fall down. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm stuck. Oh, fuck it, bro. What is happening here? That is annoying. Alright, so let's get to Drogon. It's fine. I'm gonna redo that later. The secondary set. I don't know. The secondary set doesn't really matter. You can switch the between for the content you want to complete. For the One Walks and the Beyond the World expedition, I recommend to use the Savant set as second or the Tempest. They are my favorite ones because they help to recover your cooldowns. Alright, I'm a bit late. No, right in time. Perfect time, by the way. Of course, he's getting in the air. All the time he's doing that, I don't have time to cast the mutilation. This is unfortunate. Okay. I'm still using the broken sword, by the way. This is a bit... What? I took twice the damage in a row? This is not normal, guys. It shouldn't happen. And by the way, I need to replace that. Yeah, wait, it's on cooldown? Are you kidding me? This is not the right artifact, bro. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna continue with that. But I have way less damage with that artifact. Whatever. And now I have a connection issue, seriously? What is happening? Connection lost. Like, I'm still alive, but I just can't come back in game. Oh, you had the same issue? Yo, Slater, what's up? Alright. Did Drogon disappear? What just happened? Seems like everybody got disconnected and Drogon just disappeared. Wait, I was on channel 4. Alright, no, he's not here anymore. Okay. That's interesting. So back to Beyond the Wall expeditions then. Let me just check my buffs before... Yeah, I lost all the buffs, so I need to purchase another potion. Otherwise, it might be a bit hard. There is another buff I can take here. This is the last one. No, I'm saving that buff just in case I'm struggling for the last... stage. Let's complete this one first. Just came on phone and the same issue. The full freak out mode. It disappeared on my server too. That was so grief. It was just the two of us fighting in NA at this hour, and now he's gone and I go to bed sad. Oh fuck. Sorry to hear that, bro. Me too, I got disconnected from the game, so everybody crashed apparently. Has been disconnected. Alright, get in the middle, spider. It's gonna be better if you come here. Alright, thank you. Get in the back before attacking. I missed all my crits, that's great. Missed that crit as well, come on. Is it for real? Get in the back. Mutilation. Nice, dead. 5,700,000. What I crit? It is way better, of course it is. Alright, stage 17 complete. Stage 18 now. 3 more stages. Alright, let's get into it. Let me check. The boss is wildlings. This is the giant. So it might be easy to kill. He's very slow and I'm used to his attacks. Easier to kill than the spider, that is. Alright, enemies are already a bit more tankier than before. But it's alright. Yeah, no difficulty for now. That's the first stage. What just happened with the wolf? Alright, first stage complete. Crit damage. Gonna go on the left, white. What is this one? Super sample, I guess? Yeah, the special white. Bonjour! What's up, Claudia? Open the sigil box at the end, bro. I'm completing all the content first. Alright, just need to kill the big guys here. Damage on beast, useless here. Let's refresh one time. Skill damage. And a chance to reduce the cooldown when using the skills, so this one is great. Encounter Dragon Glass, or what is the buff here? The mysterious fireworks. It's increasing my crit damage or something like that, I guess. No, the rage. Alright, the rage gain. Wildlings. Just a few enemies to kill here. You have like 2 waves on at the bottom camp and 1 wave at the top.
Cut off your fingers and feed them. You'll pay for that, you bastard. Others take me. May the old gods be good. My lord has more.
Right, let's get at the top. Yeah, the guys at the bottom are going at the top, so I have time to kill these ones. You will have like an elite soldier, and that's all. Dead. Dead. Alright, already over. This one is pretty easy. Increase the max HP. No, active skill damage on the right. I got the tree, I'm taking the silver. And on the other side, I'm increasing this one first, I guess. So I have more chance to reduce the active skill cooldowns by 70%, so this is a great one to take. I got another encounter on the left. I lose Dragon Glass, but I'm getting a buff. 100% crit rate on light attacks. Might help. You hate the one where you need to walk in the fog? This is one of my favorite one. You just need to run and try to stay in the middle. You need to practice, but generally you can do that very fast and aggro like maybe 1 or 2 mobs at the end, or even known if you're very experimented. I'm gonna take this one at a time. So I have humans, whites, and the boss here. I don't remember that stage. Retrieve the gear stolen by the wildlings. Not even sure if I need to kill them. Okay, there is one here. Okay, just gonna kill the archer before. Alright, so I got one here, and there is still another archer here. He's aiming at me, and he touched me. Alright, perfect. Thank you, bro. And I am burning. Oh, come on. This is annoying. Three weapons only. Okay, so everything's here. I killed absolutely everyone. That wasn't necessary, but let's say that I don't like wildlings. All right, the last one. One more stage before the boss stage. Gotta take this one, so I got more crit rate, crit damage, and more attack with the projectiles. Here, whites. Oh, nice! I have the tree to cut. My favorite one. I got it twice during that run. That was very, very nice. So here, the boss I said was a wildling, so I don't care about that. Increases HP. You know, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna upgrade the other skills. Just let me memorize. So in the future, it was pretty fast, this one. So if I can memorize it, I'm just gonna take some picture of it. So I'm sure to remember this one later. For the rankings, it can be interesting to know which one is the fastest one to complete. Alright, so the silver, the attack power increase. Then I don't have the damage on humans. Gonna increase my skill damage first. Then crit damage and I'm good to go, I guess. Alright, let's kill that giant. Should go pretty fast. Normally he's not a big threat. He's very slow. So you have time to dodge the attacks and do your attacks. So the first hit is the only one hard to dodge. The other ones you can just continue running like that. Oh, son of a bitch. Free me, come on! I don't know what is happening. I was using that, but it wasn't working. Alright, I saved a lot of time during the other runs, but here the fact is that the giant takes a lot of time to complete. You need to run, jump, kill some enemies and wait for the animation here. So this is probably not the fastest one to complete. I need to wait. That was easy. One more complete. That was the stage 18. So now I can get out. I need to purchase the 2 from the event. So I can continue. Beyond the Wall expeditions. 2 more entries. The 19 and the 20. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the buffs again here. Drink another potion, so it's gonna be easier. Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna do that for the stage 20 only. I don't care. I'm gonna do that later. I'm coming back in 1 minute, guys. And I will push the content. Alright, I'm back. Time to drink a bit and enter the content. Okay. Beyond the Wall Expedition. Stage 19. I need to use the item before. Beyond the Wall. Enter the content. Start expedition. 2 more stages. Very nice animation. Wait, what is that? First time I have that configuration here. You have a ton of stages on the right. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before the boss. That is the fast way, I guess. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 encounters. All right, I'm going on the left. This stage is pretty fast to complete. Just need to investigate the dead corpses. Enemies are spawning, I guess. You always go on the left on that one. Yeah, it is way faster, I guess. The enemy approaches. And I need to avoid falling down. I'm always doing that. Whoa. Just say that I need to avoid falling down and what I was doing. Alright, first stage complete. Really? They sent some gift from the disconnection? Active skill damage. I haven't checked what encounter I had at the end. This is the elk, I guess? Yes, this is the elk, okay. No, I received nothing for the compensation of the disconnection. They sent a lot of things for the maintenance of this morning, and that's all. I haven't received anything yet for the disconnection. Maybe I will. We see absolutely nothing here. Release me, come on. Very nice. The action is just not working. Oh, second time, seriously? Oh man, this is so stupid. What had just happened here? I died like a shit because I couldn't do anything. It never happened to me. Killed by normal monsters. They sent it to you 4 minutes ago. Okay, so I might receive something then. Alright, I killed him that time. I need to wait for the other guy, I guess. Oh, there is another one. Okay, I kill him. Increase the defense. Yeah, let's take that. So just in case I die, I will heal 40% of my HP, so it might help. Whites on the left. Oh, the samples. No, this is the box, alright. This one shouldn't be that hard. I can bait the first enemies normally. They are not very fast. But they are a bit far away from me, so I might want to keep the movements and cast it now. So here I can just turn around him so he's not attacking me. Nah, it doesn't work. Alright, let's keep moving. Yeah, of course my character just slowed down, I couldn't use the skill again. Alright, this is it. Next. I'm gonna take this one again. Or increasing defense. No, this is the same. Alright, I'm taking the one in the middle. We'll have more efficiency with the skills. Taking the silver. Here, I'm upgrading this one time, and I don't care about this one. I'm saving my my dragon glass for now. Let's check the encounter. Lose 10% HP or obtain a plus 20% attack power for 3 areas, or damage dealt to bosses enemies increase. Whites. Oh, the annoying wave. Fine. Let's just wait for them. Next, come on, faster guys. Still have one more stage after the 19. Okay, this is the last wave. The last enemies here. Alright, down. What secondary set I'm using in the Wormworks? I'm using the 7 set for the rage gain and the cooldown reduction when I kill some enemies. Active skill damage. Alright, let's take this one. 2 more stages before the boss, alright. You're welcome. Base defense. Oh, seriously, look at that. The NPC is just blocking my way. Like he's pushing me. And they don't deal any damage at all. This is super bad. Struggle to kill this one. Wait for me! Alright, Dawn. Oh, there is one more here. Okay. Dead. Gonna refill my ghost 200%. Oh wait, I'm dying. I had a debuff, so of course I took more damage than normal. I need to be careful, I almost died. Alright, this is over. Need to be careful about it. Crit rate, crit damage. Let's take that buff. One more stage and boss fight. Wildlings. Retrieve the gear stolen. Just casting my skills repeatedly. Working well. So I got 2 weapons here. Alright, I won't have time for this one. Very nice. Thank you. I got no that side. I need to go to the other side. Just don't care about that guy here. There are 2 more here. Just one big guy. Alright. It's over. No, I need one more after that, by the way. Didn't pay attention. Two more. Can I get in the back? Nothing here.
Think yourself an assassin, do you?
Okay. Only the boss remaining now. And then the stage 20. Which is the last stage. Let's take active skill damage here first. I can upgrade it here. So the attack power potion, the silver as always. Then I get here. I don't have a lot of buffs. Let's upgrade all of these. Okay. Think it should be enough. I don't have the damage on beast. I might struggle a bit. Or just in case. Yeah, come closer. Alright, I have time for my skills. Wait, it didn't touch? What is that hitbox, guys? Alright, that time it touched. Okay, one more. And he's dead. Nice. And I didn't have the damage on Beast. Alright, the last stage. And I need to hurry here if I want to have a good time at the end, so I need to take a buff. Probably gonna take this one here. Oh, and there is a peddler, by the way. I'm gonna check what he's selling. Projectile capacity expansion tool, very interesting. He's selling a basic artifact reinforcement. Don't care about it, I guess. That's very expensive and I already have some in the inventory, so I don't care. Alright, I already killed all the enemies here this morning, so I can just claim the buff. It's gonna be faster. I'm sorry, bro, I can't read Russian. Alright, I got the buff. Let me just check my potions. Yeah, replace. Alright, so I'm good to go. I have everything. No, I need to refill my projectiles before going. Now I'm good to go. And what buff? Yeah, I took the buff for whatever. Stage 20. Someone already cleared it. No, I'm the only one for now. 10 minutes. This is a lot. One, two, three encounters. 4, 5, 6 encounters before the boss. We have what? Whites here, so it might be the wrong stage. 2 whites encounters here. I'm gonna try with this one first. We'll see. Okay, I'm getting stuck on the body. Very nice damage with the potions. Very nice attack speed thanks to the green potion I just drank. Okay, I'm gonna wait for them to come. No, the other side. I wanted to hit the big guy. Alright, he's stuck beyond the wall, so come on. Oh, he's dead. Their HP are glitched. Damage on whites. It's not gonna help me for the boss. Gonna refresh. Gonna take that. Let's go. Thank you for the video, guys. You're welcome, bro. Alright, white, blizzard, or the tree to cut? Unfortunately, no. The samples. Just need to kill the big guys. I will need to work on that as well. Try to find the best rotation for the timer at the end for the ranking. Alright, I'm down. Seriously? Okay, it worked. Just need to kill the two other ones that are down here. Alright, done. Damage on wildlings, parry, defeating an enemy beyond the wall, you have 10% chance to obtain various effects. Let's take this one, it can help probably for the waves. The boss is the elk, by the way, I need to work on that. Damage on beast. Dragon glass fragments. I will need some more. I will need some more if I want to upgrade my things. Waves. I hope that someday they will add a map on which you need to defeat 1,000 enemies, like an army of enemies coming to you with multiple players. That would be great. But I just don't know what they are working on at the moment. They haven't communicated yet. Alright, so one more time, bad effects only, or maybe the defense. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna take this one just in case. But I don't really feel like I need it. I'm gonna take the silver. Increase my skill damage first and let's continue with that. Dragon glass fragments, 500 more. Hi bro, I have a big problem. When I start Beyond the Wall challenge, in mid of the challenge, the game kicked me out and say to me that the season has ended. Do you know what's the problem? Are you playing on an official version of the game, like on PC or mobile? Through the App Store or the Play Store, something like that? Normally, the old season has ended. We have the season 1 now and normally it should work. Or they are working on a patch at the moment, maybe to fix that kind of issue, I don't know. Just be patient if you have an issue, they are probably working on it. How do you beat Edgar, bro? Like, I've been stuck on him forever as a sellsword, I can't beat him. Just to try to take your time during the fight. Dodge, attack, use projectiles, and it should work. Craft some explosive projectiles and poisonous, it should work. You're playing on mobile? So you're playing on the official version through the App Store and or the Play Store? Or are you playing the game through TapTap or anything else? So that it might be just an issue with the game. Just wait, I would say. They said a few minutes ago that they were working on a patch to fix some issues. So maybe it is part of the issues they are trying to work on. They have a ton of HP here. And I need to be careful, by the way. I'm close to the max erosion. Just gonna come here. Alright, they are... Oh, no, what is he doing? He's running on me and pushing me around. Oh, wait. Just refilling my rage. Ambush again. Yeah, my gauge is almost full. I need to be very careful now. Mutilation here. Nice. I had time. Next stage. Damage on bosses. Let's go. Two more fights before the boss. I have some whites here. I don't know if it is the tree to cut, but I want to try just in case. And you have some wildlings here. It is faster than the beast encounters normally. Or maybe not. It really depends on the encounter you have.
Put up your fingers and beat them to you.
Yeah, this one is taking a crazy amount of time. Oh, I need to be careful. I have the debuff. They might kill me from range. I got the two weapons here, by the way. Alright, I don't have the debuff anymore. Let's continue. Nice. Okay, so I have two weapons here. And I think I killed the majority of them for nothing because there aren't any weapon here. Let me check. Just need two more. They are here, so I just need to kill these two guys and it's over. Alright. Oh, I took the aggro. Do I have time? I had time, but I glitched. Alright, don't! Why are the wolves giving me so many debuffs when I fight them? I don't know, I didn't pay attention to that. Wait. The boss is an animal, so I need to take that. I'm gonna deal crazy damage to the boss with all the things I have on my character now. Oh, nice! This is the tree to cut. So it will go fast. Alright, boss wave already. I wonder how fast I can kill the boss then. Active skill damage, even more damage on boss. Let's go. Okay, so let's get here. Purchase that first. I'm gonna take the silver as always. Boss damage first. Boss damage again. Then active skill damage. And my defense. Alright, I'm good to go. The elk again. Alright, let's get in the middle, bro. Drink the potion. Fire. The artifact, the mutilation. Almost one shot, 10 million damage almost. That is great. And that was the last stage. That was wild. Yeah, I got so much damage that I can cut the tree without the axe. Yeah, that's right. And here that was crazy on that boss here. So these are the rewards we are getting by repeating the stage, alright? But the thing is that if I log in on another character, the rewards, I will have the first completion rewards and I will need like to redo all the stages, but I'm not even sure if I can appear in the final ranking with the 3 characters. 8 minutes, 5 seconds here on the last stage. I suppose that it's still pretty nice. Well, let's open the shop. I have 3,500 requisition tokens here. So I want to purchase these 2. Want to purchase these. Want to purchase the materials to craft. And I have 2,800 left. I don't care about these. I want to purchase all of these, I would say, because these, I can purchase them only 1 time per account and forever. So I'm purchasing the weekly ones. And then I will need some more if I want to purchase that again. So I'm waiting, I am saving the rest. You're rich. I just cleared like 9 stages today. And now it's time to open everything, guys. So let's start with the rare jewelry boxes. Never got a single legendary inside. So let's see if I have some luck today. At least if I have some purples. That would be a miracle. Not even a purple. Always. All the time. So we have 10 uncommons, so we are not guaranteed to get a blue or a purple inside. Let's see if I have some luck to get at least a purple. Not a single purple, 3 blue only. Same chest here. I got 1 purple, very nice. And here, I got only blue and purple, so normally a higher chance, and I got 8. Well, let's see how many purples I got inside. I got none. Amazing luck. Amazing luck. As always. Get some more materials to craft. And I got nothing more to open, so this is already over. By the way, I can probably enhance that. No, I need 1 more projectile capacity. Okay. So let's open the house sigil. Let's see how much I am getting. 1.5% strike combo. This is a new one, so I'm taking that. This is great. Can upgrade that blue one. Got a bit more defense. A bit more HP. 0.1% more damage on bosses. 0.1% more as well. 0.1 on human enemies. More attack power. Let's check. By the way, I'm getting 3 more attack power here. This is my attack power at the moment. 754. I got 9 instead of like 3 because you have the coefficients increasing your attack behind, and so it's always better than what is written here. What is that? Damage deal to knock down enemies. Why not? 0.2% more. 1 more attack power, so maybe 3 in total. Daze damage increase, 0.1%. Ranged attack damage increase is 0.1% as well. Sneak attack damage 0.1%, I don't care about that. Mighty strike damage, the same comment, I don't really care. So that was a bad purple, because this one, the only one I got, is increasing the mighty strike damage, but this is something that I absolutely don't care about. Strike combo damage is 0.2%. And that's all I had. And I'm lacking 7. So I can still have a lot of stats coming from here. Level 5 is the highest one I have, I guess. No, level 6, and I can still upgrade it. I suppose that the max level is the level 10. Is it written? No, it's not written anywhere. Yeah, the highest level I have is the level 6 on the sigil. Alright, so I finished everything, so normally I can take some more points in here. 250 more. More points. And I need to focus on the rest now, if I want to do that. So if you want to find the containers here, by the way, I have that map for you guys. I need to make a video on that. Let me share the map with you. So this is the map we have for the last region of the Stormlands. The red kind of dots here, the sea, the Red Sea. Basically, this is where you can find the weapon supply chest. So to get some tier 5 gear and copper in the last region of the Stormlands. And here, this is the first region of the Stormlands. But I need to change that now. I'm gonna write it down, so I'm not forgetting about it. So this is the experience we were getting before. And this is what we are getting now. I'm gonna put it in red. Add some filters. Where is the filter I was using before? Yeah, this one. Filter. All right. Then I'm just gonna add something here. Want some red. And I want to put that at the top. All right. So this is what we are getting now. 66,000 XP here instead of 94,000. Amazing. Whatever, let me save that. I'm preparing a video and I will share this on my Discord, so you will find the maps. You can have the route to farm the copper chest and stuff like that. Just gonna put that on my second screen, so... So basically... can just like go here and take some of the chest and it will count, and I will have the points for the season pass. So you have one here. Another one there. You can get a lot of copper and experience for the set research by doing that. And even these chests are respawning every day now. So we are getting some iron ore, copper, empty bottles to craft a few potions. Got this one here. There is another one right there. And I need to retrieve the lost items, by the way. I suppose that I have a lot as always. No, only a few. Let me check if I remember. I don't remember. Yeah, this is here. Alright, and normally if I open my set research, I have a lot of things to put in here. Got one more level. For the servant, I have that. The duelist, I have these. More crit damage. For the brute, I'm not touching the brute for now. I'm working on the set. For the champion, I have a lot of things. The tempest. Gotta put all the common and normal things inside. The blue ones. It requires a lot of copper, but it is worth it. And the Mauler, I'm saving that. Need to craft a few gear. If I go to the artifact now, maybe I can upgrade some more. Let me check. No, I'm waiting for some better quality so I can go higher with the rate. Can probably enhance this one a bit. Let me check the blue ones. This one, advancement. It goes way higher, way faster, so you're getting more stats by doing that. Okay, more things everywhere. One more level on the season pass. This is great. I will have one more level at the end of the day, by the way. And more sigil boxes, by the way. This is cool as well. So if I go back in the Wormworks, increases the duration of the perfect heat by 5 seconds. Hit stat immunity. Increases max rage. Increases defense. Ranged attack damage. Using active skill activates a fire strike for 15 seconds, making attacks not counterable. I'm not sure here. If I take the increases max rage, every time I will get some rage, I should get some more. No, it depends. Only with my projectiles, it's not a good idea. The hit stun immunity might help though. And for Beyond the Wall, I guess that I don't really care. I just want to increase my damage. Let's go with that. Duration of perfect hits. The Battle Pass. A lot of things to complete as well. Alright, what time is it? Oh wait, yeah, excuse me guys. I forgot to change the screen size. So let me check the rankings beyond the for the Wormworks. I'm gonna do one more thing before ending the stream. I'm going in the Wormworks. I want to try with the knight. Last time I was able to get 1,300 points with the knights, but my build is not optimal at all. So I need to do that if I want to have the legendary pelts. I need to do like 1,700 points. Now I have a bit more trait points, so normally it should be a bit better than before. Want to try that. But I need to take some buffs at the God's Haven before. So let's take this one quick. Yeah, they said in the patch note that the XP wouldn't change, but in fact they changed it, right? We are getting 1/3 less experience.
That's Rams, man.
I'm lacking some damage with the knight in comparison with the other classes. Need to change maybe something on my gear. Let me check. The 7th, it's alright. My gear... everything is alright already. I still have some tier 4. I got boost morale. I'm not sure about using the boost morale, by the way. Let me remember what I used last time. Let me check my skills. Shoulder charge. No, this is not what I used. I think that I was using the shoulder charge. Yeah, because it's level 18, but I need to change that in my skills. My equipment. Charge stab instead of slashes plus. No, absolutely not. But if I remember, I was using... Yeah, it's increasing the attack power here. I think I removed the boost morale, but it's a bad idea in my opinion. The thing is that the boost morale takes a lot of time to execute, and so generally I will take some damage and won't be able to cast it in time. So if I remember, I used that the previous time. I wasn't using the boost morale. But because of that, I couldn't enter the fighting spirit. Because here, I'm using the fire instead of the rest. The thing is that, yeah, I'm gonna remove that. So I can enter the fighting spirit stance. But I'm afraid that I will lack some damage if I'm not using the boost morale plus. The thing is that I need a skill with a very low cooldown. So this is the reason why I have the shoulder charge. I'm gonna try with that, you know what? It's just a work in progress. Well, let's see if I have a potion. No, I have not. I need to craft a red potion before. Yeah, slash plus, a shoulder, and ignite plus. This is what I did last time. I was able to reach like 1,300 points. But I need 1,700 now. And let's open that, by the way. Got a blue one inside. Let's drink the potion. I need to change, equip that here instead of the powder and put the powder here. I need to refill my projectiles before going. Should have done that before using the potion and the buff. Talking about the potions. Okay, I'm fully with the potions. Let me check the artifact. Twin axes and broken sword. Alright, good to go. So I'm doing that attempt. I was able to get 1,316 points before. And if I want the pelt, I need 1,700. So let's get into the content. I'm doing that, one try, and then whatever happening, I'm gonna end the stream and I need to go for lunch. Yeah, it's way easier with the cell sword, by the way. You have the hit stun immunity with the cell sword, but here you don't have it with that character, and this is a bit harder then. Alright, I got the debuff, so I can't get my rage. Just gonna use the powder for the rage. Alright. Attack speed and attack power increased. I stayed in the lightning. That wasn't smart at all. Alright, I got the debuff. I need to run away for a while. Everybody's here. Don't have the debuff anymore. In a few seconds. Let's refill my rage. Ah, he cancelled my slash. That's unfortunate. Seriously, I'm getting blocked. I don't have enough damage to heal a lot. Like, this is not with the other character the same. I'm gonna die, seriously? And I missed all my crits, alright, and I'm dead. No, this is not optimal at all. I need to retry using the boost morale, maybe it's gonna be better. Like, with that build, I was able to get a 1,300. But I don't know how. I'm just lacking a lot of damage with that character in comparison with the others. Let me check. The skills. Yeah, I wanted to change my skills. Let's reset. Increase the damage of my slashes. Use the boost morale here instead. But the problem is now that I'm gonna It's gonna be hard for my cooldowns. Not beyond the wall, the worm walks. Better score with the knight, even with a lower AP than the sellsword. Oh, really? But maybe you have less attack power on the knight and you have a better score at the end. Suppose that I just need to practice a bit more with the knight, I guess. I'm just feeling my erosion gauge here. This is bad. Even the tornado can cancel my attacks with the sellsword, with the knight. But if I have time to cast the boost morale on big guys, I can reduce their defense by 30%, so it might help me a lot, I guess. No, it's not gonna be that efficient. I'm not getting my cooldowns very fast, I'm not earning a lot of rage neither. And I have the debuffs, I can't cast anything here. No, definitely not. This is not my favorite thing to do. Cancelled by an arrow. No, this is terrible, terrible, terrible. And we're using the how is it called, the skill? Look at that. 4 minutes left. No, this is terrible. I need to redo that. You got a 2,300 with the knight. The sellsword you died at 2,000. But the time was lower too. With the sellsword, I could have had a very nice score, by the way. Like, I'm just gonna show you what I showed you the others this morning. Let me just change the screen. Like, that was yesterday with the sellsword. I had like 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left, 1,600 points. And I died like a shit. Like, after 30 minutes in the content, I died like a shit. And I was feeling so bad. Yeah, look at the timer behind my head. 5 minutes left almost. So there were a lot of archers, so in my head I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try to kill the archers, right? And so this is what I tried. Sorry about the quality, by the way. It is just laggy because I have the game running behind. Let's wait a second. I'm just gonna change something in the settings. Videos, I'm gonna limit my frame rate, so normally it should be better. Yeah, I had 4 minutes 30 seconds, 1,640 points. So I could have reached 2,000 and more, and here I died in 2 hits. Because I didn't pay attention, but I had the debuff, and I took 2 hits, and I died because of that. 5,000 damage per hit. Twice. And after that I was feeling so bad. You can try the stab charge. You're using stab plus with shoulder charge, you're not using the slashes. I don't know if I have the charge stab plus. Let me check what I have. Charge stab plus. Unfortunately, I don't have the other plus. Oh, you died with the sellsword at 2070 with the 5 minutes left. That is unfortunate, bro. So charge stab plus instead of the slashes, I guess. And the shoulder charge instead of that. That effect might help a lot to reduce the cooldown on skills if you daze enemies with that. Alright, so the charge is stab plus. Gonna upgrade it to 33. Yeah, 25 seconds of cooldown, 27 here, but it's requiring a lot of more rage. Oh, by the way, do you want to know something interesting about the pound? The skill pound. I saved the pound plus here, and there is something very interesting about it. When you are attacking like big enemies with it, you are just not doing the animation, you are hitting directly the target. And look at that, it has 648% attack power, which is super high. I want to show you the efficiency of that before going into the content again, alright? And yeah, but 32 seconds of cooldown, so this is super bad. But basically, if you upgrade that to the max, you have 1200 here. And I'm gonna try that in the Wormworks, I guess. No, on the cat, on the Shadow Cat. Yeah, it's good, but yeah, as you say, you have the animation on small enemies, and so you are just wasting a lot of time in that content, yeah. Yeah, this is pound plus. That was pound. But then yes, the cooldown is garbage. And I didn't fix it. Alright, nothing good, so let's just rechange my skills. Instead, I said that skill here. So you are using the charge stab plus because it requires less rage and 2 seconds less instead of slashes. But with the slashes you can hit multiple enemies at once, and here you are hitting in the front only. But you are gaining rage if you have the constant rage in fighting spirit. The damage for pound, I hit like 500k with stab plus 2. Okay, so I guess that I will put some levels in here, so I will deal some damage with the 2 skills. But I will need to work on the other skills here. But the knight is clearly not my main at the moment. That was my main in the past, and then I decided to change that. Alright, let's retry one more time. I'm gonna lose the buffs, by the way. They will expire in 15 minutes. But let's see how far I can go. I really feel like I don't have a lot of damage with the charge stab. Yeah, and the range is very, very bad. You really need to be in front of the target, otherwise you can't touch me. Oh, and you can be cancelled when you are using the charge stab. Tell me if I'm wrong, but with the slashes, you can't be cancelled during the animation. No, I have the malice, I can't recover my rage, I guess. Amazing. Yes, I can, alright. Let's cleanse the debuffs. Didn't work. Seems like the game is trolling me, doesn't want to cleanse my debuffs. And it cancelled my skill again. So are you sure that charge stab is that great? Alright, fuck, I fucked up. I should have saved my cooldown for the rage. Okay, I died, whatever. I need to work on that character. Need to work on that, but I'm not a big fan of the charge stab. Plus, to be honest, I prefer going with the slash. But yeah, my character is trash at the moment. Here, this is what I have with some buffs. This is not optimal. And I'm close to get the legendary amulet as well, so it's gonna be better. And I still have tier 4 weapons, by the way, so it could be better one more time. I will work on that. Alright guys, so I'm ending the stream here. I'm going for lunch. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the advice, by the way. Thank you, Slater. It worked for you. I'm gonna continue practicing and I will see what is working the best for me, bro. So have a really nice day, guys. And see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.